How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday in my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world, okay? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. If you know me, thank you so much for coming back to see a girl. Listen, it's another time, another day that we get to breathe. Alrighty. If you do not recognize this face, my bad. I be going off. My name's Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Yes. Where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying. Now for today, right before I turned this on, I was like, Jesus, what we gonna talk about? Because there's like two topics that I have on my paper, but I was like, what's up? And the one, I think we got the one we're gonna talk about. So I think I told you I'm reading this book, right? It's called It's Okay That You're Not Okay by Megan Devine. I think it's Megan Devine. And so it's talking about grief, right? And yes, there are many types of grief, like we talked about in another video. There's you grieving something you didn't get that you thought you should have, right? Something like a job that you lost, a friendship you lost, or that it's just being over, right? You can grieve many things. But in this particular case, it's talking about grieving the loss, as in the death of someone you love. And so that's not something we like to talk about. Right. And it's explaining in the book that we have, like, us as a people these days have this culture of avoidance of grief, right? Avoiding talking about it. We don't want to hear it. It's uncomfortable, right? And the reason it's uncomfortable is because it's so close. When you hear this thing that's inevitable, ultimately, right? Nobody wants to hear about death. Don't nobody want to hear about that. We want to hear about the wonderful life and fun stuff that's happening now, which is understandable, right? But when we get to talking about it and listening to other people's grief, it feels close to us now, right? We can start imagining losing somebody we love, and we don't want to do that. We just our brain starts to go into survival mode, and we just project and just push it away, right? But something that number one, this book is helping. It's helpful, right? To unpack some stuff and to make sense of some things that people are telling me, or conversations I've had with people. And in particular, let's give a real example. Let's give a real example. See how I want to talk about it? So I've experienced a couple of them, right? One in particular that really shifted the realities of my world. It happened, and I'm like barely dealing with it now, right? And it happened 8 years ago, right? For some of you may think, dang, it's almost a decade and you still, yes. Because if you don't deal with it, it's still gonna show up. It's still gonna be there. It's not gonna disappear. That's like anything really, with emotions you haven't dealt with, problems you haven't dealt with, issues, conversations in a relationship, argument, if you just push it under the rug, guess what? If you lip up that rug, it's still gonna be there. So right now, the point of this, right, is the uncomfortable conversation of, if you're going to work, if you have a relationship, if you're going your day to day and something like this happens, right? People around you will ask you days later, weeks later, months later, how are you? Because they expect you to be over it. They expect everything to be fixed and great, and we're moving on with our lives, right? But if you haven't experienced that, you don't know the terror, turmoil, annihilation, destruction, obliteration, eviscerating feeling of what that is. The point of the matter is, it's okay. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. People say these things to you, whomever is watching this that has experienced a crazy comment or a crazy thought, or a crazy comment or response from someone that says, because the stuff I'm reading in this book is like, people ain't told you that. They couldn't possibly been that insensitive, but it's real because people don't understand. For some things in life, you have to understand experientially, right? And not just knowledge. I hope this is making sense of what I'm saying. Because I'm not even getting it out. Something that I have experienced on job sites, right, and workplaces, where I have a lot of energy, as y'all can tell most times from my videos, right? And I show up and I have a lot of energy, and I'm the bubbly, talkative, exciting, all the things, got the jokes, all that's right. People get used to me doing that. But with grief, there's waves. You don't know, and that's 7 steps or whatever of grief. That's not a thing. And in fact, the person who wrote that said, we all got it wrong. It was never meant to be a solution to your grief. It was just, these are some things that you might feel in the stages of grief, right? Not a fix all whatever. And people are so conditioned, they think, okay, you're supposed to go through these steps. You're supposed to get through all of this and you're going to feel better afterward. That is not true. There will be seasons, as in years, of being in depression or years of just not, of your emotions being all over the place, right? And so I've come to workplaces, I've been the bubbly one, but then I'll hit a season, I'll hit a time, I'll hit some months where I just don't feel like talking to nobody. I don't feel like being happy today. I don't feel like smiling. I don't feel like making you laugh today. And people think there's something wrong. They think, where's that person? We have to get her back. We need you to be that fun, exciting person you've always been. You know what? I don't got it. And that's okay. That's okay. That's the moral of the story. So if you've ever experienced something like this in your life, I hope this helps you to relate, to know we out here. And people do really be having us messed up sometimes because I don't feel like it. El tema de hoy. I don't feel like it. That's it. This is just a pause, intermittent thing. That's it. Like I said, I hope it helps somebody. I hope it, because Jesus is making me talk about it. I don't feel like talking about it. So go on about your business. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando a ti mismo. If nobody has told you today, I love you. Yeah. Because listen, life be lifing, but guess what? We are going to prosper regardless. Bye.